was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from New Era Field. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Natson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Gain of 13
well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. The 20. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bills' 16-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Edmonds on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For the point after.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And some room to work. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Intended for Patrick.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Check tight. Check tight. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. All right, T. Let's. All right, T. Alert. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Here we go.
To throw again. Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Allen's pass.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And open. That's Robert Foster complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Moss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So with 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he'll go at the 25.
Complete to Donovan.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Browns.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
It's third down. Third and long.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after the INT, it's Allen. Room here to run. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 5. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after.
And he's into the clear. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 77 yards. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
To Nick Chubb.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 1 play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 82 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
For the point after.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete, and they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And again, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
She-Rag got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the one can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of bait. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay for wait. Jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the one to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. What you gon' do? Stop playing with it.
I get through the pain, taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain, taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah. Look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When am I alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Jesus in the in life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name.
a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the heel.
With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking us, and we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You're the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheater, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like